Okay. Do, do, do. Okay. I'm assuming y'all can hear me. Hi, everyone. My name is Stormi the Wolf, and I'm one tired blue doggo. Hang on just a second. I can't compute. I can't read. Of course I can't read. I'm really tired sounding. Yeah, how are y'all doing tonight? Where's the thingy? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna pop out the chat so I can actually read. We'll do this. Yeah, I just got back from the Sonic movie, and y'all need to see it. I mean, I think y'all should see it anyway. I think everyone should give it a chance, even if you're not a Sonic fan, because I'm totally not selfish, and I want a sequel. Everyone needs to go see a Sonic movie. Go see the Sonic movie. Go see the Sonic movie. Did I mention y'all should go see the Sonic movie? Yeah, it's hecking awesome. It's so awesome that I brought out my old Tails plush that I don't take out of my closet at all because these are super rare, and I got this a long time ago, and I am very protective about it. So there goes the collector's value. Yes. This is it. This is now a Tails plush snuggle stream. So yeet, yeet. Yes, all of the yeets. So yeah, I'm joined with Tails and Sonic. Get your blue butt up here. There we go. I'm joined with Tails and Sonic. Oh wow. I did not know my head was that big. These plushies look really big to me, but my head is apparently ginormous. So yeah. How are y'all doing tonight? Wiggle the ears. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do, 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 do. Get a copyright claim. Do, 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 do. Please don't demonetize me. But yeah. Sonic looks... Hazard Cat, don't say that! This is the Build-A-Bear Sonic that I got when I first started my channel, actually. That was a long time ago. I did a Sonic and Tails Build-A-Bear unboxing. That was a long time ago. Oh my god! Okay. Okay, catch my breath. I got a donation from Rexus GoldenEye, donated $5 and says hecking awesome is an understatement. Give me just a second. Streamlabs better work this time. Streamlabs, please cooperate. Cooperate with me. I need to load up the Streamlabs, so I can read the donations, and I don't know why I'm talking like this. Come on, load. Dear Lord, it's so slow. I have no idea what accent that is. I really do not. What? 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 What the? I haven't even been streaming that long. I don't understand, y'all. I love y'all, but I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna start with Rexus GoldenEye. GoldenEye donated $5. It says hecking awesome is an understatement. That movie was beyond amazing. Now to wait patiently for the sequel we need. I agree with this statement. I want a sequel. So please go watch the Sonic movie if you're able to, or if you really like Sonic, please. Rexus, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Eric Kumetz donated 50 heckin' dollars and says, for help with your teeth. Eric, thank you so heckin' much. We're actually closer to the goal than I realized because we got so many donations last month that weren't on the GoFundMe page. So what I'm trying to do is gather up what I can afford from those donations that I got on my last live stream and add them to the GoFundMe. So we're getting closer to the goal, closer than I expected. And my next appointment is on the 18th with the oral surgeon, who's gonna take a look at my teeth, figure out how much everything's gonna cost, and I really, really hope they give me some kind of discount, because I was just gonna try to pay everything in one lump sum since I've gotten quite a bit in donations, and I'm hoping they give me some kind of discount, but they may not be able to. I don't know yet. I have to find out. we'll have more answers on that on the 18th. So yeah, they're not gonna work on my teeth. They're gonna look at my teeth and be like, okay, so the dentist can't do these teeth because they're in your sinus cavities, and I can understand why they wouldn't want to do that. That's why a regular dentist can't touch my teeth because, how do I say this? I don't know what sinus cavities are called. Oh, they're called sinus cavities, and my teeth are lodged up in them. And if they try to yank them out, that will leave a hole in my sinus cavity. Apparently, it leaves it exposed. And I've been told that would be a terrible thing. So, yeah, I don't want to die from getting my teeth pulled out. So, yeah, I'm going to have another update on that this Monday. Eric, thank you so heckin' much for that $50 donation. You are insane, and I love you. We got a $2 donation from FoxyFan13, who says, $2 for the teeths. Yes, I wish it cost $2 to get a Get a tooth pulled, Stormi. No plural and singular. Yeah, FoxyFan13, thank you so much for the $2 donation. And Creepy Creeper 97 donated $1. Creepy Creeper 97 games, thank you so much for the $1 donation. I can't math. Yeah, Shadow, I still have all my wisdom teeth, and they're all pretty much, there's nothing left to them, but they're actually not giving me that much trouble. The rest of my teeth are. Like, I have days where my wisdom teeth really, really hurt, but they're not as common as all my other teeth, which is basically the back of my rear and lower teeth. Back of my rear. That sounded so wrong. Like, my top front teeth all have to go. They give me pain on a daily basis. There's nothing left to them. I'm embarrassed to say that because I was a big, dumb ding-dong as a kid. My front lower teeth might be savable. That's what I've been told. They may only have to, like, fill them here and there, and that made me feel so much better, because if I had to get all the lower front teeth pulled, I'd have to bump up that GoFundMe goal, and I do not want to do that because I already think it's way too much for how much that has to be done. But hey, that's dental surgery cost in America. Yeah, I'm probably talking too loud. How are your canine teeth? Hang on, let me check. They're there, but they're not there. Let's just say that. They're actually not hurting right now. I did have a toothache earlier today, but it was the same tooth that gives me problems on a daily hecking basis. It's the what is it called? It's abscessed. One of them's really abscessed. And the rest of my teeth that have to be pulled, there's literally nothing left to them. So anytime I try to eat something that's not soft, it's extremely painful. The expensive sounding gross, I have to chew a lot of food with my tongue at this point, and that sounds really gross. So I'm sorry I had to say that, but I want to be honest with everyone on my condition. So yeah, can you try to not burp for the entire stream? I don't know if I could do that, Josh. My canine teeth are very sharp. I can show you all these canine teeth. I have 2 in my fursuit head. And they wiggle. They're not supposed to do that, but they're fursuit teeth. They get to break the rules. Why do I only require credit card rather than a PayPal? GoFundMe's kind of weird like that. They won't accept PayPal for some reason. You don't have to use the GoFundMe page. You can still send it to Streamlabs or do a super chat. So, yeah. Are you going to FWA 2020? Yes, but that is probably the only con I'm doing this year because of I'm trying to gather every single dollar I can to fix my teeth. It's a very scary situation. I have Frey inviting me to FWA. He paid for the room like he did last year because he's a big sweetheart like that. All I really have to do is get my badge, and he's probably just going to drive us there again like he did last year. He won't let me pay for anything, and he keeps spoiling us. So I'm still holding my... This is going to sound really strange. When I'm holding tails like this, I feel... I'm really calm. It calms my nerves a bit. I'll explain in a little bit why I had a panic attack earlier. It was a good panic attack. Okay, we got a donation from Rexus GoldenEye. Oh my God, $50. And Rexus says, heck it, here's more for you. You're the... I can't read. Your best bet, I give you even... Gosh darn it, Josh, I'm sorry. I had to let that out. Your best bet, I'd give you even more if I could, but adulting sucks. Adulting sucks. That's a big fat mood and a half. So this will do for now. Stay tuned, though, as I will most certainly help them more when I am able. One of these days. Rexus, it's no worries. Every little piece helps. I am super appreciative and grateful and thankful for your $50 donation. And, of course, your patronage to me on Patreon. Rexus, thank you so heckin' much for that $50 donation. So I don't know what it is. This is something I've always done. I will cling to a stuffed animal whenever I'm really anxious or nervous, and it just helps me calm down a lot. And I have not held onto this Tails plush in probably about maybe 2 years now. And I'm really careful with this one because these are really rare. They're not made anymore. And my first Tails plush I got when I was in high school. One of my online friends sent me a Tails plush. This is not the original one because the original's in the closet and he's literally falling to pieces. So once that one started to like fall apart because it's like, I don't know, whatever 2020 minus 2005 is. Yeah, that's one really old Tails plush. So I got a newer one, and I never touch him because I don't want to get him all dirty and ruined. And he's just like my original Tails plush. Oh my god. Oh, what the heck? I have to read this one because I'm doing these in order, but then the red popped up and it scared me. We got a donation from Molly Jones, donated 5 British pounds through Super Chat and says, it's not a lot, but I hope it helps with your teeth. I hope all goes well with your teeth. Molly, thank you so heckin' much for that 5 British pounds. I'm going to try to put as much as I can on this stream towards my teeth. I do have regular bills to pay, but I'm trying to, oh my god, what was that? Oh, that's the really big donation that just came in. I'm trying to put aside as much as I can for my streams, for my teeth. But we are really close to the goal. I said really close. We were about, how much now? 7,500 out of 13,000. And that's honestly probably closer to 9 at this point because of how many donations I got in the last few streams. So as soon as I reach that 13,000 goal with the donations from my streams and the GoFundMe, I'm going to shut off the GoFundMe thing. And I'm just going to say goal reached or whatever it is I have to do to make it stop. Because I don't want to ask for more months than I need for my teeth. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I derped. Yeah, Fighter Slam. Wait a second. Molly Jones, thank you so much for that 5 British pounds. Fighter Slam donated $5 and says, hey, yo, I have some leftover birthday money. Cheers. Fighter Slam, thank you so much for the $5 donation, but I feel kind of bad that you sent me your birthday money. You need to, like, get yourself something. You don't need to spend that on me. You need to spoil yourself, because that's on your birthday. You're always supposed to be spoiled just a little bit. You know what I mean? Oh, my God. I'm not going to keep saying you know what I mean, because that just gets really repetitive. Yeah, Fighter Slam, thank you so much for that $5 donation. A holy hecking potato, oh my god. Alan Adam donated $100 hecking dollars through Super Chat and says, good luck with the teeth. My cousin went through the same thing. We'll meet at a future FurryCon. Okay, so Tribble talked to a friend who got a similar procedure done with their teeth, and I've been told that it's going to I can't see it. Y'all can see it, but I can't because my vision is poo-poo and suit. Treble's friend is having a similar procedure done with their teeth, and I've been told that if we get it like all done the same day, it will be the best. It will be best, and it's not going to really hurt that much after it's done, but I don't know about that one. Every time I have a tooth pulled, I either don't feel it when it's all over, or I feel it for days or a few days, and it's like living in hell. So I'm having a bunch of teeth yanked out, and I'm just thinking, they better give me some strong medicine. I don't tolerate pain well. The toothaches are the worst. But yeah, Alan, Adam, thank you so heckin' much for the $100 donation. You are awesome. Tempest, the cat, donated $2. I'm gonna figure out this mystery person who runs that account. Tempest is my actual cat, and I know that's not Tempest because he's sitting on the cat tree right now, probably staring at the moon or something, because cats are weird. Tempest the cat says, please don't spoil the Sonic movie. I don't want to spoil any of it, but if you are a Sonic fan in any way, shape, or form, you will probably be blown away. To get an idea of how excited I was for it, how do I say this? So I got to the movie, and I was basically like this the entire time. I was shaking quite a bit because Sonic means a lot to me. Sonic and Tails both played a very large role in helping me discover that I'm a furry. So they kind of just paved the way for all the things I like to do and all the games I like to play growing up. And once I sat down and started watching the movie and the lights got dim, I'm like, oh boy, I'm not ready for this. And I saw Sonic, and he's so heckin' adorable. They did a great job on designing him. And then, of course, you got Dr. Robotnik, acted out by Jim Carrey. It was like having the best of both worlds. You have Jim Carrey's insane 90s movie acting. I think he quotes the Grinch at one point or another. That's about as spoiler as I'm going to get. And then Sonic is just super adorable and precious. And then there's something at the end. Y'all should really stay for the post-credit scene. I'm not going to say what it is, but y'all need to stay for the credits. Plus, the credits are really pretty. Yeah. I got a donation for the Tempest. It feels weird saying thank you to my cat. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. Foxy's First Mate 24 donated 75 heckin' dollars. You are insane, sir. I really appreciate that. Oh my lord, that's a lot. The Foxy's First Mate 24, thank you so heckin' much for that $75 donation. You could have left a message if you wanted to. I mean, you don't have to, but I'll read all the messages as long as they're not vulgar. But yeah, thank you so heckin' much for the $75 donation. You're heckin'. I have no words. I'm already like... Okay, I'm going to talk a little more about the Sonic movie, but not about what happens, but how it affected me. So at the end of the movie, I'm not going to say what happens, but I let out a big gasp. I went... I freaked out. I started panicking, but it was a good kind of panic. It was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then the movie ended. And then I got into the car and I told Truffle I couldn't drive because I was still shaking so much. It was like, I can't believe that just happened. Please make a sequel. Paramount, if you're watching the stream, please make a sequel. Yeah, I couldn't drive, and Treble drove, and I had a headache. I still kind of have a headache, but it's not as bad now. But yeah, and we got a donation from Naoki the Medic. Donated 5 maple syrups and says, howdy, Stormy. Famous poor boy back at it again. I've been wasting my money on this really addictive game. Might as well spend it on the best wolf ever. What game are you playing? You must tell me. You must let the chat know what addictive game you're playing so I can get addicted to something else besides watching furry YouTubers all day. Yeah, I watch Bakari-Ru a lot in case it wasn't obvious. Well, it's not really obvious unless y'all know me really well or have known my channel for a while. But I watch the Blue Ru a lot. But yeah, Naoki, thank you so much for the 5 maple syrups. Yeah, Side Story Studios, I heard that too. That kind of blew my heckin' mind because I already really liked Detective Pikachu. It kind of tugged at my heartstrings a bit towards the end. I could spoil some of the Pikachu movie. It's been out for a while now. By the ending, there's like an 80% chance of a sequel. So, Dolphin, I heard that the director of the Sonic movie gave like a thumbs up to the idea of doing a sequel. They already want to do one, but they got to get approved by the movie studios. They got to get the green light first. And I think they're going to wait until they see how well the movie does financially, because I guess you got to think from a business perspective on their end. If it doesn't do so well, or if they don't like, or if they just only break even on their budget, what's the point? Because unfortunately, they have to make money, I guess. But if the movie does really, really well this weekend, I think that opens the doors for a new sequel. I think it does. I sound so opinionated. I don't like talking like that. Yeah. Can you do a video about amazing species that were made into fursuits? I hope you get your teeth and car fixed. My car's getting looked at tomorrow, I hope. Fingers crossed. I'm not taking it to a shop mechanic because, one, I've been screwed over several times by professional quote-unquote mechanics. And two, my friends always cut me a really good deal, and I don't have like $600 to fix my car. And they're always willing to work with me on that because they're really awesome. But if it's raining tomorrow, which seems to be likely, that I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to Walmart delivers groceries, I think, so I might have to do that for a bit because I have no way to get around. And I don't know how I'm going to get to my P.O. box. This is not good. No, it is not. I have to check my P.O. box. I don't know how I'm going to do it this week, so cross your fingers. Also, I'm just curious. What sexuality are you? Well, I am pansexual, so yeah. And gender fluid, so can you do a video about amazing species that were made into fursuits? Yeah, absolutely. Send me some examples on Twitter. If I could try to get a head start on it, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Rooster Blueberry. I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. Oh, got a donation from Volt the Dutch. He donated $10 and says, "Hey, Stormy, glad to see you and Trouble enjoyed Disney World. Here's some money to help with your teeth, and much love and many hugs to you both." Yeah, we went to Disney because we got invited by one of my patrons, Frost the Snow Dutchie, who lives in Florida, and we were talking about the idea for a little bit. Once I crunched the numbers, I did not realize Disney would be that hecking expensive just for 3 days. There is nothing cheap about Disney World. And Frost wanted to cover our hotel room and our park passes and lunch at the Magic Kingdom. Frost, if you're watching this, why you do so much for us? I appreciate it, but I can't pay back all that stuff. But someday I will. But thank you so heckin' much for doing that for us. It was a really nice vacation that I really needed. I wanted to get away from my office for a little bit, and it just really helped me clear my mind. And I was able to get up at 9 in the morning. That's not normal for me. I usually sleep in till like 2 in the afternoon. And this is in Florida time, so they're like an hour ahead. So that would really be 8 in the morning. But yeah. Volt, thank you so heckin' much for the $10 donation. Rexus, yes, Walmart delivers groceries, at least where I live. They just started doing it. Roblox Ryan says, I went to go see the Sonic movie at 6:50 p.m. yesterday. Did you like it? I went to the 3:30 showing today, so yeah. Moana the cat donated $2 and says, money so you can take me to Tempest to the Sonic movie. Moana, I swear to God, why? My cats are so weird. They somehow figured out a way to use a computer to watch me on YouTube, which they really don't need to do. They could just come in here and watch me. Moana the cat, whoever you are, thank you so much for the $2 donation. And I'm breaking my diet. See, that's another thing. I'm not going to be able to do this anymore when my teeth are done because I'm not going to let myself. I have gained so much hecking weight in the last year, I can't fit into my Tails cosplay. It makes me very upset. Actually, that soda's really good on my throat. My throat is sore. Yeah. More of the cat, whoever you are, thank you so much for that $2 donation. I am really weaker not weaker, weak. I am weaker than normal, I guess. I am really weak right now, so that's why I'm kind of like, and my voice is a little raspy, mostly from screaming on the roller coasters. Yeah, drink water. Where's my water? Tails, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna have to sit you down for a bit. There it is. Yeah, I need to get some more water. I'm out. I've got 2 bottles left. Lord, please fix my car tomorrow. Don't let it rain. I need my car fixed. Oh, that's really good. I say that and it tastes like nothing because it's water. When I was really young, I was so confused as to how people would say water has a flavor. You just don't taste it. I'm like, no, it doesn't have a flavor because it's water. Water is wet. Water has no flavor, but it says purified drinking water. Does it have any minerals in it? Calcium chloride and sodium bicarbonate. So I guess that's like a really tiny pinch of salt. I don't know. Is it nice? Oh my God. Nice water is like the water you get from Dollar General, I think. I've had it a few times. It tastes nice, so I guess the name is fitting. No, nice water's from Walgreens. I'm dumb. Yeah. Ooh, I'm so tired. I was fangirling so much when I saw you. Oh. Yeah, I don't have a TikTok. Whoever said TikTok, I don't have a TikTok. Someday I might have a TikTok. Oh my God, Voz Jackson. I remember the Tails cosplay from comic. Who are you? Who are you and how do you know me? That was before this blue boy was a thing. How do you know me? Have you been spying on me? What conventions are you going to this year, Stormi? Evil Snotbag. That's a good name. I'm only going to FWA this year, and that's only because Frey invited me. I'm not attending any cons this year until I know for a fact my teeth are done. I am tired of suffering. So yeah, I'm putting aside every spare dollar I have towards the teeth. Minus the Sonic movie. I had to go see that. The post-credits is wholesome. Yes, it is, Luca. Very much so. Cheese is just a loaf of milk. Don't say that. Don't say that. Do you plan on commissioning for Sona Pins? I'd love to. It's just a little cost prohibitive right now for me because you got to put down a pretty fat down payment to get started with them if you want to start selling pins. But I've definitely considered the idea. It might have to be a future thing. Barks loudly. Bork. Have you noticed my voice is really deep today? Like, I can do this. Hi everyone, my name's Stormi the Wolf, and I'm going through puberty again. Oh, Mexican Coke is really good. They use actual sugar in it, unlike everything in the United States with high fructose corn syrup, which is actually worse for your teeth, or so I've been told. Yes. Tails. Hey, Stormi. Gil's design is cute AF. Gil. Who's that? Is that the person that made the new Sonic design? I'm confused. IBC root beer is super good too. It's okay. It's not my favorite. Trouble really likes that one. You always seem to start your streams when it's like 2 a.m. for me. I only speak in America, Jason. I'm so sorry. I can't hear you over the sound of my American flags and patriotism and words I can't say. Gotta get demonetized for everything. But no, Jason, I'm really sorry that I stream when it's really late for you. I actually don't start streams this late. I meant to stream at 7 p.m., but I had this horrible headache and I just did not feel good. Apparently, nachos and popcorn, which, funny story, I got popcorn today, and I don't know what kind of popcorn they used at the movie theater, but it was so hecking soft, I could just chew it with my tongue, and it made me so happy. I was like, oh my god, I can eat this popcorn, it's not hurting my teeth, and that never happens. And the nachos were kind of like the same way. They were really soft. They weren't even crunchy, which might gross out some people, but for me, it's like I could actually eat them. So whoever made my nachos and popcorn at the movie theater today, kudos to you. You're awesome. Add me on Twitter. Because I was just like, I'm going to take a gamble. And because I miss having nachos and popcorn, I'm going to see if I can actually eat them. And they gave me like the freshest nachos and popcorn that they had. And I could actually eat them. And that never happens. Yeah, it's really hot. Woo! California is nice because whenever anyone else is in the mainland, U.S. streams, they're always later or at the same time. Man, Californians get everything. Y'all get all the perks. Y'all also have super fast internet, so I really envy y'all for that. I can do a southern twang. Rainby, I can do a genuine southern twang because this is how I used to talk back in the day. And I can really turn things up and start talking like this. Or I can, well, yuck. Well, hi there, folks. My name's Stormi the Fourth, and we're going to talk about tails. Never do that again, Stormi. That was horrible. Okay. You got a donation from Volta Duchy again. Donated $5 and says, take my monies, all of it. Vault, you donate enough. You don't need to keep donating. You need to take care of yourself too, you know. Well, thank you so much for that $5 donation. Catch your breath, Stormi. Catch your breath. Okay. Yeah, dental surgery in the U.S. is incredibly expensive. Kyle the Wolf. It's one of those things that, like, you can have dental insurance, but if you need a lot of work done and it's really complex, dental insurance probably won't do much of anything. And then you have to wait for the insurance to actually kick in for it to do something. Just let me get insurance so I can fix my teeth at an affordable rate. Oh wait, that would make too much sense for us. Gotta feed the corporate bigwigs, I guess, the fat cats, as some people call them. We gotta buy their new yachts and stuff. Rexus Goldeneye donated $5 and says, take all of my monies as well. To heck with adulting. Rexus, we had this talk. You have your own bills to pay. It's a delicate balance, as Mufasa from The Lion King would say. And you're tipping the balance. You don't need to do that. But I do appreciate the $5 donation. The Rexus, thank you so heckin' much. Kentucky is nice and peaceful and pretty. I've been there. It's beautiful. But it's not exactly LGBT friendly. Well, of course, this stream's probably going to get demonetized for saying that. But I say that as someone with experience because I lived in Kentucky for a little bit. Tails at the end of the Sonic movie, though. You had to spoil it. And I read it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did that. I told myself I wasn't going to do any spoilers. I am a bad doggo. I am so sorry. It's all over Twitter. I knew about it, and I didn't want to know about it, but somebody had to tell me. And I just accidentally told y'all. I am so sorry. Bad, Stormi. Bad. I'm so sorry. Bad, Stormi. Bad. Spank the snoot. Actually, don't ever do that to anyone's fursuit. Only I can do it to my fursuit, because I know what's easy to break and what's not easy to break. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Tails except outside of the Sonic movie. That's the only time we can talk about Tails. Righto. Yeah, keeping it secret. How was your day? Pretty good. I saw the Sonic movie, and it was awesome. Can you Riley Riolu, I can't sing. I wish I could, but I can't. I didn't mean to do the spoiler. I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking. Something I'm not really good at doing when I'm tired is thinking. Yeah. Okay, we can talk about Baby Sonic because that was in the trailer. Baby Sonic is really adorable. And we're going to talk about Robotnik's performance, which was stellar and amazing and all things awesome. But yes, I'm really sorry that I did that. Is it bad that the Sonic movie was better than I thought it would be? No, Harika. I thought the same thing. It was way better than I was expecting. Yeah. Will you do a face reveal, Rooster Blueberry? Sometime this year I'm doing a face reveal. I don't know when, but it'll be sometime. Y'all, I swear, I'm gonna have to dump $40 to go see it. Rainby, go see it like before like what is it called, matinee pricing. I know if you see a movie where I live before a certain time, the tickets are a lot cheaper. I saw the 3:30 showing and my tickets were $8 each, so that ended up only being $16 for Trouble and I to go. Now if you see it much later, then yeah, it's gonna go a lot more expensive. Get a lot more expensive. Stormi Grammar, gosh. Finn Lyle, yes I am, because I am out of clean clothes. I need to go wash them. But yes, no spoilers, please. Let's be nice. The movie's actually been out a lot longer for some people, but for most of us, it actually literally just came out. So, yeah. Do you like red pandas? Neon Red Panda donated $2 and says, "Do you like red pandas?" I love red pandas. One of my friends is a red panda fursuiter. And could you say hi, Melanie? Hi, Melanie. How you doing? Hi, Melanie. And thank you so much for the $2 donation. Shadow says, question, how do I use PayPal through Super Chat? I don't think there's a way to... Wait a minute. Yeah, there is. I've sent PayPal donations through Super Chat. There should be a little dialogue box. Or no. That's probably for Streamlabs. Gosh hecking darn it. I don't think PayPal works on Super Chat, so you'd have to use the Streamlabs. But I do get notifications for both, so I would still see it either way. Yeah, Neon Red Panda, thank you so much for that $2 donation. Grumpy Fox, that's me. I'm grumpy and tired. Donated $20. It says, I finally made it a Stormi stream. I just got a new job, and they offered me even more money than I know what to do with. Pay bills, I guess, but not before giving some of it to you. I'll give more when I officially start next week. Oh! My voice sounds really tired and raspy. Grumpy Fox, thank you so heckin' much for that $20 donation. I really, really, really appreciate it. And congrats on your new job. It's always a great thing, especially if it's a job you enjoy. They say if you get a job you love, you never work a day in your life. I feel that way sometimes, but not so much the part where I'm fighting with Sony Vegas Pro and trying to fact check everything on my script. That feels like actual work because I mess up a lot and my programs like to crash a lot. Yeah, there's no such thing as stable video editing software. Just a fun fact if you decide to be a YouTuber someday. But yeah, thank you so heckin' much for that $20 donation, Grumpy Fox. And Alpha Red Wolfie donated 2 kangaroos and says, hey, Stinky, can I get a hug? It's my birthday. I mean, no offense, but I actually really am stinky right now. I need to go wash clothes. Yeah, Alpha Red, you're right here somewhere, and I hug you. Alpha, thank you so much for that 2 kangaroos. Sucky Cookie 321 donated $2 and says, how do I super chat? I don't know how. Very good, really good question, Soggy Cookie 321. Anybody know how to do super chats? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, Soggy Cookie, thank you so much for the $2 donation. I'm so tired. I got told by a doctor to take medication to help me sleep. I used to be on sleeping medication for a little bit. It does nothing. I think the reason I struggle to sleep so much is because my mind always wants to work on something. I always want to be busy. I feel like when I'm asleep, that's time being wasted. That's time I could spend on a new script. I don't understand why we can't just plug ourselves into the wall and use our phones kind of like... Well, that made no sense. What I'm trying to say is, I don't understand why we can plug phones in the wall and just use them while they're charging. But as humans, no, we have to actually sleep and shut down for like 8 hours. We don't get fast charging, and I'd love to have fast charging. Yeah. Do you have any other fursuits? Not yet. This is the only suit I have right now. I'd love to get a fursuit of Orange someday, or even Storm Bully. Oh, hang on just a second. Hi, Frey. Oh, my friend Frey is here. You might be able to hear him. He's in the room of the living.
He brought you food.
I almost hit you with my snoot. I'm sorry. But say hi to Treb. You can't see her.
I draw.
You draw?
Yeah.
Oh, this Frey.
I gotta show you this base. This base is huge.
Gosh. One of y'all help me get rid of my coughs. Anyone a healer in here? Please get rid of my chronic coughing. It sucks and it hurts. I can pay in potatoes.
Look at this big booper.
What you got? What is this? What's this for?
This was the base that Frey bought for Frey, but he ordered he didn't get much info about this one until it was on its way. But he bought one from Rogue, and he likes Rogue's better. So now he's like, "You want this one?"
Getting a behind-the-scenes look at Trouble suit making.
Yeah.
Wait,
look at this big booper. Like, put it aside to your head. This foam base is big as your head.
That is one big booper.
It's big booper.
Who made the base?
Monster Cat.
Monster Cat makes some really, really good stuff.
This is Monster Cat. I haven't worked with any Monster Cat stuff before, but this is gorgeous.
I think I know a few Monster Cat suits.
Like, side by side, that's massive.
That is huge.
I have a 23-inch head. This is this.
It's bigger than my head, I think.
It would. This would fit you. Honestly, it would.
I have a giant head, just in case y'all didn't know, so I can't buy used fursuits for the most part, because everything's too heckin' small.
What? I heard the very end of that.
Hi, Emma.
Yeah.
Oh, Frey's here. Frey is one of my friendos. He's chilling in the living room.
Wiggle the hand.
Yeah.
That's all you see in the video, just a hand.
He has no face. It's just a hand.
It's just there.
Frey, let me give you a hand.
Yeah.
I just saw this.
Layla, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Baby, size comparison. Where's
Huh?
the other one? Where's the other one? Where's the small one?
Yay!
We gotta do a size comparison. Where's the other
I
one?
actually don't know where it's at right now. I think it might be somewhere in the closet.
Oh no.
We'll find it eventually. If you're a suit maker, you're gonna have a lot of bases and furs and stuff. And Treble has a lot of that. Some of it's scattered around the house.
Oh, I see it. It's in the very top corner.
Eh.
I'm not gonna be able to reach that.
Yeah.
I'm too short. What?
Do you need to?
I don't even know if you can get it because of the way it's in this position.
Oh, yeah, it's way up there.
Yeah, it's way up in that top corner. Like
I don't want you to hit by the avalanche of boxes in my closet. Hi, Rooster.
In mine, like literally open my closet and I've got a wolf in a closet facing me.
Yeah.
The thing is gonna be.
Harika Yorn, I can't believe it's real either, unfortunately.
Like,
Are you Picari's son? Star Knight says yes.
yes.
The
be that.
the Blue Roo is my mom.
He be that.
And here's my profile.
Have you heard of a fish called Boopsy Boop? I don't know who that is.
But yeah, your food's here, your drink's here, so.
Yeah. Frey, why you always get me food? You don't have to do that.
You do need numbs.
We have really awesome friends. You know that? We have really awesome friends. How was your day? Axolotl says, I saw the Sonic movie, and I lost my mind, and I'm still looking for it. If y'all seen Stormi's Brain, please let me know and return it. You can send it to P.O. Box 998 in Gautier, Mississippi. That's actually not how you pronounce my city's name. It's actually Gaucher, but it's spelled as Gautier, and I don't know why. I think it's French. I'm not sure, and I can't speak French. Okay, Jason, I'll see you later. I'm currently trying to figure out how to use Streamlabs. You mean like use it on a stream or donate on it? Thad, give it back, please. Oh, it is French. Okay, Dr. Fox. How much is a partial normally? That's gonna wildly vary. Partial. If you are brand new to suit making, and you're looking to save as much money as you can, get a mini partial. A mini partial is usually just going to include the the head and the hand paws and maybe a tail and feet paws. But I would say the head needs to take priority. And from there, you can work the hand paws and a tail. You might be able to get away with feet paws in most cases, but feet paws aren't too hard to make. The head itself is always going to be the most expensive piece. I mean, I partial most of the time. I'm technically partialing because I'm wearing my onesie, my Stormi onesie that was made by Windy Suits. Should I buy a fursuit? I have 500 moonies. $500 for a fursuit. You might be able to get ahead with that. Get ahead. Not literally get a head, but get a fursuit head with 500. You should be able to do that with some makers. If you really want to be cheap, you can learn how to make a suit head yourself, but I know that's easier said than done. I have never made a fursuit head before, so I would go to someone who has experience in suit making first before you just try to do it on a whim, or go through Sparky Can-Do's tutorial, which, what's it called? Oh my god, I cannot think. What's the name of it? Sparky Bites. Oh, Sparky Bites. Duh, that's what it's called. Sparky Bites fursuit tutorial. It's really good. It's really, really helpful if you're brand new to suit making. Good to know series. That's what it's called. I'm dumb. How much is a new fursuit? Really depends on what kind of suit and what kind of maker you're going through. There are full suits that can be had for less than $1,000, which is on the lower end, and full suits that exceed 10 grand. So I would say most full suits are gonna vary between $1,500 to $3 grand in price, but that's for an entire full suit. You don't need an entire full suit, especially if you are brand new to fursuiting, because I didn't even have a full suit when I got started. I went with a 3/4 partial, and I made payments on that slowly but surely, and I paid it off, and I think it was like $1,750. But prices may have gone up since then, since this was several years ago. Really, I would have been just happy having the head and paws and a tail and feet paws. So, Cobalt Blaze, I believe that. I could sell everything I own, and I wouldn't even get close to that number. What's that? Oh, that scared me. I thought a cat was in here. Are eBay fursuits good? No, do not get an eBay fursuit. A lot of those designs are stolen, especially on sites like Wish. You don't do that. There's a local maker who will make a full suit for $750, but they're going through some stuff, so I don't know if they might make it. They might leave the Phantom. Okay, that's another thing. You don't want to spend money on the first maker you find. You need to make sure they're dependable and reliable, because there are a lot of makers out there who aren't really makers, and they'll just take your money, then ghost and poof, and then steal your money, and you have no way to get it back. That's happened to a lot of people, unfortunately. I did an entire video on fursuit on scams in the furry fandom, which applies to fursuits and art commissions, And it's unfortunate that it happens as often as it does, because it's happened with makers that I put a lot of trust into, and then I would just be really surprised when they just sort of take the money and then they don't make any effort to refund the commissioners. Like, how can you do that? So yeah, Matthew, I'm really sorry to hear that. It can happen anywhere, Rainby. It's not just on Furry Amino. It can happen on Facebook, on all over social media where you can buy a fursuit. eBay, I know for sure you don't want to do that because a lot of those designs are stolen. You'll get a fursuit, but it won't be a genuine fursuit. It'll be a design ripped off from another maker or suit owner. Like, Rivalo Wolf gets counterfeited a lot, unfortunately. I think it's happened with Telephone Suit as well, which is really unfortunate. I'm still very nervous about my surgery in a couple months, Dr. Fox says. But you're a doctor! You'll get through this! You have a doctorate in surgery, right? Would that be a medical... I don't understand words. I'm tired. Kiddo says, mine is a pre-made partial hand sleeves, hand balls, and tail. Ran about $12.50. See, that's not bad for that. For everything you got, that's actually a decent price. Like, it does seem like a lot, but that's not money you have to pay up front to get a fursuit. Most fursuit makers will work with you on payment plans. That's how I got mine, because there's no way I could have dropped that kind of money all at once on a fursuit. Like, most people I know, when they're commissioning a suit, they immediately go to payment plans, because... let's be honest, most people don't have 1,000+ laying around. Was this a Corona reference? If it was, then I don't know. If I referenced it, I'm really sorry, because that stuff's not really funny. God, stop coughing. Okay. I'm tired. I'm thirsty too. My pre-made was $6.50, but they were a small maker. That's a really good price. Coda, that's pretty decent, to be honest. Someone donated $100. What? Where? Who did? I don't see it. Oh, you're talking about Alan Adam. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, because that's I read that one earlier, but yeah, somebody donated $100 shout out to Alan Adam. I can't read. Rooster Blueberry, go for it. Definitely. I love getting art from my supporters. One of my friends has a Lava Fox suit, and I tried it on. I really questioned the quality of it. Any opinions on Lava Fox? Lava Fox, they're not ringing a bell, but I'll look them up real fast. Let's see. Lava Fox. Oh, okay. I recognize that style right away. It's really, really cute, but I can't really speak on the build quality because I've never actually touched one. And I don't want to say, oh, the way it looks, it's probably built like rubbish, or, this thing could handle being run over by a Mack truck. Which really, you shouldn't run a fursuit head over to start with. None of them will survive. We're all made of foam or resin. Resin really wouldn't survive. But the point I'm trying to make is I can't really judge the quality of a Lava Fox fursuit because I've never seen one where I could actually touch it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I can't really make an accurate assessment. But I've definitely seen that style around. I saw a few people at TTFC wearing a Lava Fox suit. No, not TTFC. It was Midwest Fur Fest 2 years ago. Yeah. Ethan! We have a local! Hello! Yes. It always shocks me when I see local furries watch my streams, because there's not really a lot of furries that live in Mississippi. Yeah, I hope I get better, but I hope I get better too, Ethan. Hopefully I will. Replayed the final boss for Sonic Colors. I never had the DS version Side Story Studios. I played the one on the Nintendo Wii though. I think Stormi or Picaria were the first ones I watched. Picari and Majir were the first furry YouTubers I found. Yeah. Dr. Fox, yes, they have another local. All the locals are watching my stream. That's awesome. As Spycraft says, hey, could you and Addy do a collab? Addy. That name sounds really familiar. I think I know who you're talking about. What's their name? Atty. Atty. I can't spell anything. Atty. Addy Boyo. I think. That's it. Addy Boyo. Oh, they're really cute. I have seen this suitor. I think I was, I'll read this donation real fast before I forget. Wicked Panda 25. Wicked Panda donated $25 and says, hey, I'm a noob. Me too. I'm a newbie with a lot of things. Just creating my persona and his name. I'm a panda. Thank you for being an inspiration. I'm excited to let my panda be free. I've learned a lot from you and can't thank you enough. You're my hero. Oh, Wicked Panda, thank you so heckin' much for those thoughts and for the $25 donation. I see more red pandas than I do regular pandas, so that's a really nice thing to see. I would consider just non-red pandas to be an uncommon species in the furry fandom. Definitely with the fursuits, that's for sure. So that's really awesome that you made a panda. I can't word. Anytime I try to think, my brain is just like, no, I'm not going to think today. But that's awesome, Wicked Panda. I hope you make a Wicked Panda. Well, of course you have. It's in the name, Wicked Panda. I'm really tired. But yeah, I hope all things go well with your new panda persona, and I hope you make some awesome art and maybe someday get a fursuit of a Wicked Panda. So, thank you so much for that $25 donation, Wicked Panda. Is Tennessee a local? Not really. I'm at the bottom of Mississippi. Tennessee is at the very top of Mississippi. I live in Texas. Luna Wolf 145 says, I lived in Texas for a little bit. Okay. Whew. I'm tired. How long have I been streaming for? I feel like I've been in here for like 3 hours. It's probably only been 30 minutes. 57 minutes. Okay. I've been in here for almost an hour. You're an Arkansas. Well, it's Arkansas, but not Arkansas. Why can't I read the words how they're spelled? I hate silent letters so much. Hey, Stormy do you play Sonic games? Cloudy the Fluffy Cat? Yes, I almost said, heck yes I do. I am very much obsessed with Sonic, and Sonic Mania in recent memory is my most favorite Sonic game. I saw the Sonic movie, and I lost my mind. I lost my S word. I screamed and panicked and did this the entire time. What do you, when I can't read. I can't read. When I draw you, do you want a badge, form, or full body? Surprise me, Rooster. Do what you think is best for you and whatever's easiest for you. Don't feel obligated to do like a full body, but don't feel obligated to do a badge form. Do what is easy for you. A lot of coughing. I know, Robert. I'm really sorry. I have a chronic cough right now for some reason. Raged Knuckles says, South Carolina. Man, here, I used to live in South Carolina for a little bit. Somerville area, actually, but I moved out of there a long time ago. No, I read Tails. What has 4 eyes and can't see? Don't say that. I hate riddles, Clifton. I'm really bad at riddles. Koki Fourth, congratulations on getting engaged. Come to Oregon. I'd like to go there someday. Anelli Nova, I'm okay. I'm a little tired. Whew. I know it's not good for me, but I have no carbonated drinks right now. and my throat is sore, and the Dr. Pepper is de-peppering my throat. That made no sense. I'm Australia. Aussie mates rise. I want to go to Australia someday. Mango Animations. I have a lot of friends down there. Hi, Tyler Furlong. Did you ever go to Tennessee? I've driven through it multiple times, and it scares me. For reasons I'm not going to say. Do you like Tails or Sonic? Why not both? But Tails is my most favorite. Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke? Neither, to be honest. But if I had to pick and didn't have a choice, it'd be Diet Coke. I actually really don't like Pepsi. Pepsi tastes like a mint. It's like a mint in soda form, and it's so gross. I've never liked Pepsi. My grandmother loved Pepsi, and I would drink it every time I was over there because I hated water, and it was so nasty. But it was better than water. It was better than water. And I don't like Pepsi. I'm sorry. I don't know why I don't like Pepsi. I just don't. Dr. Pepper is the best soda. You cannot prove me wrong. Rage Knuckles, I agree. As someone who's gone to FWA, yeah, I don't drive anywhere once I get to FWA. I just go to the mall underneath the hotel, which is really awesome. Hey, Stormi, Kiddo's wife here. What's that crawling up in front of your Kigu? What crawling? What's crawling underneath my key? What? I hope you're joking. I hope that's not a spider. Yeah. I commissioned a head, but I don't want to commission hand paws later. You just want the head? Anali Nova? Root beer is my favorite. Root beer is pretty good. Like, Barks root beer is amazing. But Pepsi, I don't like it. I'm so sorry. But it's okay. I know a lot of people don't like Dr. Pepper, and I think Dr. Pepper is incredible. I grew up on that stuff. I'm doing Caleb Davis Bradham for a history report. He made Pepsi spooters. I hope there's not an actual spooter on me. That's happened to me before. One came down from the ceiling and crawled on my head, and I promptly screamed and thrashed. Yeah. Where's Streamlabs? I can't see a thing. Okay. Oh, did I miss that? Did I miss a donation? I think I did. Wicked Panda, I have a different message from you. Okay, that's really strange. Streamlabs cut off your message while I was reading it, Wicked Panda. Or that's a separate donation, but I think they're the same one. That's really weird. Okay. But yeah, holy heck, you read my comment, yee. I read it again. Cotton Blue Dreams. We can show that message. That's okay. I just generally hate spiders and soda. Or do you hate Sprite? Don't talk trash about Sprite. Sprite's really good. I like Sprite and Dr. Pepper and Barks Root Beer. Those are like the main three. But I try not to drink them that much. We got a donation from Grumpy Fox. Donated $10 and says, one of my PCs has been having trouble, but since I've started watching your stream, it's been blue screening nonstop. Oof. Coincidence? I think not. JK, but I'm going to have to go now before it blows up. Love you, Stormy. Grumpy Fox, I'd look at your computer if I could. I used to work on computers all the hecking time. And I'd be willing to take a look at it for you. Grumpy Fox, thank you so much for the $10 donation. And I hope you're able to figure out what's going on with the computer, because that's no good. And I love you too. Whew. Okay, I need to breathe. Okay. Oh God! Oh! Oh! That was really bad. Oh, that was really gross. Let's not talk about that. Let's pretend that never happened. That totally didn't smell like pizza. Oh yeah, Ethan, I knew that. It wasn't founded in Biloxi, Mississippi, but I think they brought the bottling plant in Biloxi, and then they got bought out by another company. I think that's the story, but I could very much be wrong on that, Ethan. So everyone is super impressed when you said that you made your own PC when it's super easy. A long time ago, back like in the early 2000s and 90s, it wasn't so plug and play. But nowadays, it's like the easiest thing ever, unless you're doing water cooling. And even that isn't that difficult based on what I've seen. It's just like, make sure everything's nice and tight, follow the directions to a T, because you don't want to over torque things, you don't want to crack the board, putting the heatsink on. And even if you're nervous about that stuff, you can just pull up a YouTube video on how to do it. Back when I was building computers a lot and fixing them, I didn't have broadband, so I didn't have YouTube. I had dial-up internet, which was a thing for anyone that's old enough to remember that. We got a donation from Volta Duchy, donated $5 again. I swear to God, Volt. Last donation from me. Sorry. Thanks for being an inspiration to us, buddy. You're an amazing Fulf and keep being awesome. And Volt, thank you so much for that $5 donation. And please don't feel obligated to keep donating. You already donate so much to me already through Patreon. And yeah, you keep being awesome too, okay? Zona the Dino, or Dino, YouTube, donated $3 and says, take my money. Thank you for your money, Zona. I don't know what kind of accent this is, but thank you so much for the $3 donation. Okay, for next week's video, it's something I really hope y'all will enjoy. It's going to be another Stormi time video. Remember how I talked about how I don't like flying and my first time flying and how scary it was? This video is going to be about why I like Tails so much. There's a lot more to it that might surprise you. Yeah, I'm not going to really get into detail because if I start talking about it now, I'll just tell y'all the entire video, and I don't want to do that. I want y'all to see the video itself and not me reading off things like a script. Yeah, Grumpy Fox donated $5 and says, hello from my Hades Canyon NUC. Okay, I don't know what that means. Apparently, I'm very much outdated if I don't know what that acronym means. Don't worry, Stormi. The other PC is an old piece of junk. It's just mad knowing its days are numbered. When you build computers, please tell me you use like a good brand name quality power supply. You don't ever get the cheapest power supply you can find, because those things have a tendency of blowing up and taking the motherboard with it. That's like the one part when I'm building computers that I never cheap out on. Of course, you don't need like a 1,000-watt power supply if you're only going to put an i3 in there. But at the same time, you don't want to get like a $3 no-name power supply and expect it to power up your i7 build without any issues. But yeah, Grumpy Fox, thank you so much for that $5 donation. I honestly don't know what NUC means. I'm not smart. Oh, it's an Intel chip. Okay, that would explain. I haven't been keeping up with what's new, and somebody's gonna tell me NUCs have been around forever, and I'm like, I don't even know what one. Next unit of commuting. Commuting. The next unit of commuting is electric cars, except that's already a thing. Next unit of commuting. There we go. Next unit of computing. Okay, I actually don't know what that is. I might have to look that up. Tails is the best. Voz. Tails is the best. Some people believe that the sun gets smaller and weaker, and it is very true because of... I'm not going to read that because I don't know if that's culturally sensitive or not. Do you know animation memes? Cloudy the Fluffy Cat says, yes, I do. I love watching animation memes. Seal Maru is one of my favorite animators. I wish I could animate like they do. Right. King Chris 195 says, my uncle gave me one of his old computers back when I had an absolutely terrible computer. It had like a $130 power supply in it. I'm still using it in my new PC, Corsair. Corsair makes really good power supplies. I actually have one in my computer right now. They're not what I would say top of the line because you really don't need a hecking Sea Sonic for my build. But Corsairs themselves are pretty reliable. To me, what's important is they don't blow up. You don't want a power supply that actually catches on fire. I would say they're a very good upper middle brand power supply name. A small form factor computer unit. You mean like mini ITX? Is that what it's like? Thoughts on Has Been Hotel? I like the animation style in Has Been Hotel quite a bit. What about this collab with Addy Boyo? I don't know. Spycraft, I have to reach out to them first. It's not just like I message them in the middle of a live stream and get like permission and be like, hey, you want to collab? Oh, that's the other thing. We need an idea. We can't just like do a collab and just spew out a video right then and there. Right now, I don't have any good collab video ideas. I'm really bad with collabs. I'm better when someone has an idea for me to work with. I'm bad at doing collabs in general. Unfortunately, those are one of my weak points. Majira is amazing with collabs. I am the big dummy ding dong with collabs. Yeah. Robert, I used to scrap old computers too. I had to get rid of a lot of my parts when I moved because I didn't have room for them. Shadow says, a couple of weeks ago, I was on GoFundMe and I saw some individuals having a GoFundMe page so they can get their fursuits. Is that a good idea or a bad idea to do? I have mixed opinions on that. To me, this is my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I feel like GoFundMe should be used for really important things and necessities, like medical bills, for example. That's what I'm using it for. Dental bills in this case, because I'm tired of suffering. But others might say, oh, I've never been able to get a fursuit because I can't afford it. I have a disability that prevents me from saving up to getting a fursuit. I can't get a job, and the government won't help me out. And in that case, especially if they've got a really, really, really terrible condition, I could sort of understand why it might be acceptable for them to do a GoFundMe to get a fursuit. But I'm really mixed on the idea. I can't say yes. I can't say no. Yeah. Animation collab. If I knew how to animate, I would. Cotton Blue Dream says, Stormi, quick say, oh whoa. Hi, Nowhere Beast. I just found your account a couple weeks ago. Starcat says, I just found your account a couple of weeks ago, and you are so adorable. Those floppy ears are to die for. Thank you so much for being you. Starcat, I try to be myself. I try not to filter myself. I mean, to be honest, when I'm not on YouTube, I do swear just a little bit. So I try not to swear when I'm streaming or doing videos. But yeah, other than the swearing, this is pretty much me. Like, my voice is a little deeper when I'm out of suit, but not by much. Yeah, Potato Sydney says, yes, I agree with the statement, potato. Nightbot, stop confusing me. That's like the word race car. Yeah, very kid friendly. I try to be PG friendly. I try to. Fighter Slam says, sorry for asking this question 4 times. What made you decide to become a YouTuber? How did you decide on this path? Well, first it was something I just did for fun. After I got my fursuit, I wanted to just rant and talk about whatever was on my mind. And then I eventually settled on doing informational content because back then I noticed a lack of content that basically shows people how to survive their furry fandom. I only knew one furry YouTuber at the time who was actually taking such approach, and that was just one YouTuber. That was Bakari Rue. So I tried to fill in the gap and try to cover topics that she hadn't covered with helping people understand the furry fandom a little better, and it just kind of took off from there. Yeah. Yes, it is, Cloudy the Fluffy Cat. I tried to. Rage Knuckle says, I'm not a furry, but I love the people. Stormi, he's pretty awesome. That's totally okay. I have a lot of non-furs who do watch my channel. Picari was the one I learned the most from about the fandom. Same, Cobalt, same. Picari and I are actually really good friends now. If I go to... Dr. Fox says, if I go to get the surgery, do you think I will still have to pay the anesthesiologist, or will Medicaid cover everything? You're older and have more experience. I might be older, but I don't have more experience. I know very little about health insurance and the whole Medicaid thing. I know in Mississippi the requirements are absolutely ridiculous. You have to basically have $0 to your name to even qualify for such a thing. If you have a part-time job, you probably won't get approved for it. But maybe you'll have better luck with it than I did. I didn't have any luck with it. Who hates autocorrect? I do sometimes. Quartz the Husky. Is that who you're talking about, Siren the Foxo? I really like Quartz the Husky's vids. They're very analytical. Nowhere Beast says, I'm a new furry. Would like to know more about furry cons, how to enter, etc. Okay. If you want to go to a furry convention, the best way to start is determine what's closest to you. If you take this approach, it's usually cheaper, and it'll be a lot less stressful, because if you're like me and you hate flying, you're gonna want to attend the nearest convention. And from there, you can go to their website, figure out what dates they're on. Try to get a room for a convention as soon as possible, because they do sell out pretty quickly, especially for cons like Midwest Fur Fest. They sell out in an instant. They had to set up a room lottery system. So you basically say, hey, I want a room at the convention. And at that point, it's like you better hope you get picked. So have backup options if you attend a convention like MFF or Anthrocon, because they are so jam-packed. All the hotels fill up. You might have to Uber from a more distant hotel, or even consider, what's that service you can... The thing where you could stay at people's houses and it's really cheap. It's not Uber. It's not Uber, obviously. That's a car. But y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's just a little bit of advice for attending conventions. You have to pay to enter them. You can register months in advance. Always get a room as soon as possible. Yeah. Are you going to Anthrocon 2020? Unfortunately, I won't be able to, because I haven't attended Anthrocon in the last few years, because it's so far away from me. And it cost me a lot of money to attend last time. I can't do that again. Your boy had a very big credit card bill that weekend because how far it was. The hotels are really expensive up there. And that was about an 18-hour drive. Or was it 19? It was one of those two. But I'd like to go to Anthrocon again someday when I don't have all these medical problems with my teeth. So, yeah. Airbnb. Kiddo, thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. I've never done Airbnb personally, but I've heard most people have had good luck with it. Just always look around to make sure there's no camera in the room. And make sure nobody's spying on you. Dr. Fox, that would be Meffit Fur Meat if you're talking about in Mississippi. It's actually in Tennessee, but it's so close to the state border. It's like, I don't consider it a convention in Mississippi because it's so far away from me. I'm closer to FWA than I am Meffit Fur Meat. And Meffit Fur Meat's at the top of the state, and FWA is like 2 states over, and yet it's closer. That's so weird to me, geographically speaking. And I don't really know anyone at Meffit Fur Meat except for maybe 1 or 2 people, and I kind of want to be with my friends, and all my friends are going to FWA this year. Your super chat got ignored. What? Fighter Slam, give me a second. Oh. Where is it? Okay, it just popped up. I am really, really sorry, Fighter Slam. Sometimes there's a delay in the chat, and in Streamlabs especially, so they don't always pop up immediately. Okay, Fighter Slam donated $5 and says another $5. How much longer till the stream ends? Okay, it's 9:48 right now. How long have I been streaming for? hour and 19 minutes. I will probably stream for another 20 or 30 minutes. I'm starting to get a little tired. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Sometimes it does. Sometimes things slip through the cracks, but I always try to check my boxes, cross my T's, and all those other expressions. Hope the money helps. Every penny helps, Spider Slam. I really, really appreciate it. Please don't be mad at me. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I make mistakes. But yeah, Spider Slam, thank you so much for that $5 donation. Mike is peaking a bit. I'm really sorry. Let me adjust that. I make mistakes a lot. I almost say, sometimes I call myself a mistake. Let's not say that. You're paying more for gas. Yeah, that is true. $55 for all 3 days. That's a pretty decent price for a weekend convention. Okay. Who gives Stormy dislikes? I dislike myself sometimes. Is the mic peaking now? It should be okay. Can y'all hear me okay? If it's too quiet or too loud, please let me know. Yeah, Hot Paws says, I'm gonna go see the Sonic movie tomorrow. Do not spoil the movie, Stormy. I'm trying my best. Don't go on my Twitter page. I'm sorry, I've never been so excited for a movie before in my entire life. This tops Zootopia for me. And I was really, really pumped for Zootopia. And yeah, so yeah, experience the full power of the dark side of the Furry fan dub. Oh, Furry fan dub? What's that? Potatoes make mistakes. I most certainly do. Okay. Okay, right about it. -40 should be good. Stormy is good at talk. I try. How are your teeth? Surprisingly, they're being well behaved right now. They're not giving me much trouble, except earlier today. But it was just one tooth that was giving me trouble. Usually it's multiple. Today it was just my one abscessed tooth that is coming out, like it or not. You booped me the snoot. Yes. It's one of the best video game movies ever. What? What? Corey TRP, Corey the Red Panda donated 50 heckin' dollars and says, would have been, I'm peeking again, would have been $500, but you had enough excitement for one day. So to balance out, I tweeted 2 pics to you as my late birthday gift to you. Go check him out. Chow Draws Tales. Ooh, I have to go check that out. Can I multitask, Stormy? Will you actually remember how to click the tab in Chrome? Corey TRP, thank you so heckin' much for the $50 donation. You are insane. And you're already a patron. Why you do this to me? I appreciate it, but why you spoil me? And thank you so much for the $50 donation, Corey TRP. And I'm going to go to Twitter real quick. I see a lot of notifications. What the heck? What? Hey, little buddy, what you draw? Oh, that's really cute. Okay. I will show this on the stream real quick. Because I actually know how to get to this. Phone, do not be dumb. My phone is old, but it still works, and that's all I care about. Come on. It's a OnePlus 3, by the way. OnePlus phones are really nice. They're really reliable, at least in my experience. Yeah, you could see. Here's the Chow. This is art that Corey TRP made. I hope y'all could see it. And if we swipe, you could see the Chow. It drew me and Tails. It's really cute. Corey, thank you so much for this. It's really adorable. Don't die. Oh, I am the Chow. I just don't notice that. That is really cool. I've never seen Stormy drawn as a Chow. That's very new to me. I remember playing Sonic Adventure 2, and I had like the Dark Chow area, and I spent a lot of time in there. And I had a Tails Chow for a little bit until my little brother erased my save file, and I lost all my Chow data, and I wanted to scream. Yeah. Whew. But yeah, Corey, that's really awesome and adorable. I'm gonna like and retweet that. Yee. Yeah. Whew. My breath. I'm so short on breath right now. You just got a badge number, Dr. Fox. Did you pre-reg for Method Firm Meat? Is that what you just did? I like your first suit, Shane says. Thank you, Shane. Any tips for applying for a job? I'm finally old enough to start working in the U.S., and I've never had a real job before, Fighter Slam says. I know the basics on applying for a job, but when it comes to things like resumes and job interviews, those are like my kryptonite. I lock up on job interviews a lot. Okay, for your very first job, if that's what it is, you got to keep all your doors and options open. You can't just like avoid jobs that you don't like customer service and retail. Unfortunately, you're probably gonna have your first job in one of those two fields. I know for me, it was housekeeping and janitorial. I had to do a lot of sweeping at the mall, and it was actually a pretty decent gig. I didn't have to talk too much to people. I had to deal with some gross things here and there, but I will take cleaning up gross things over arguing with customers. And the pay wasn't that great, but it was actually a pretty easy job. Keep all your doors open, keep all your options available, and just apply everywhere. That's what I used to do. If it's like a corporate job, don't bother bringing in a paper application. They'll probably want you to apply online. If you live in a small town, there are some businesses that still prefer paper applications and paper resumes for some reason. So consider that as well. Don't go into McDonald's and just say, hey, are y'all hiring? Here's my resume, and I somehow found this application online and printed it out, because they're going to want you to apply through their website. But yeah, hopefully that's a little advice that'll help you out. I know how to get the first job, but when it comes to my expertise in the field that I'm in, I was a technical writer for a while. It is very hard to get a job in technical writing down here because, let's face it, I'm in Mississippi. Most of the state doesn't have internet. But yeah, and I find job interviews really intimidating. If you're good with like being professional, that's another thing. Have really good clothes, really formal business attire, depending on the position that you're applying for. I'm just so bad at job interviews. They confuse me. I don't like all the questions they ask you. So, why do you want to work at McDonald's? Oh, I don't know. I've just always had a passion for making fries and getting yelled at. I'm sorry, I'm being a little too truthful, aren't I? Or you could just say, I need to pay bills, because honestly, that's the truth for most of us. I don't know a lot of people who genuinely enjoy working in customer service. Kudos to those who do, because y'all have got a lot more patience than I do. Stormi's having a lot of sales for Sonic games right now. They did that on purpose, Puppercut, because they know the Sonic movie's out right now. Who is your favorite fursuit maker? Mine is Beauty of the Base. I don't really have any particular single favorite, but several favorites, and Beauty of the Base is indeed one of them. I would say as far as wild suits, they're at the top of my list. Oh, we got a donation that just came in, I think. I heard it. I heard Tails go, yay! Where did it go? Streamlabs, what are you doing? There we go. It glitched out for a second. Shadow donated $3 and says, I think I got it figured out. I don't know if you saw the first donation, and I hope it went through. Let me scroll down. I think I read this one already, but if I didn't, I am super sorry, and I will whack my snoot for that. Okay, I'm going to read this one just in case I didn't, but I just feel like I read it, but maybe I didn't. Shadow donated $10 and says, decided to pitching even though I'm on a strict budget. I'm in the same boat as you with teeth issues. Outside of the wisdom problem, I have an internally cracked tooth. Also, I'm going to Ireland in the summer, which is why I'm on a budget. I have a few internally cracked teeth myself. Like, this isn't a good example But for my front teeth, I cannot put any pressure on them at all from the outside, or it's extremely painful. Am I peeking? No, I'm not. It's in the green. That means we're good. But yeah. And you're going to Ireland in the summer. I am jealous because Trouble really wants to go to Ireland. And that's why you're on a budget. I can't even begin to imagine how much it would cost to vacation in Ireland for a bit. But yeah, Shadow, thank you so much for the $10 donation. And I hope you get your teeth fixed too. And I hope you enjoy your trip in Ireland. And you donated $3 again and say, I think I got it figured out. I don't know if you saw the first donation. I didn't because... Go away! My hecking phone. I had an alarm set at 10 o'clock say, yo, get your car fixed tomorrow, fam. I was like, I know that. I hope it went through. It did go through, and I'm really sorry I missed it. But I was wondering, is there a possibility that you will attend Further Confusion next year? I live close to that con. I got a chance to go this year. If it's in Canada, that's probably a big no. Because that's way too far for me to afford right now. It might be a next year thing if I'm in better condition. Unfortunately, I can't go this year at all. And I'm really sorry, Shadow. I do appreciate the $3 donations. Someday we'll get to meet up at our con. Someday. Okay. How long have you been a YouTuber, Spycraft says? I think I started in 2017-ish. So 8, 9, 20. That would put me at about 3 years at this point. As far as furry YouTuber goes, being a furry YouTuber goes, I've been doing this for about 3 years. But a YouTuber in general, a lot longer than that. But I never really took it seriously until I got into the furry YouTube side of things. Like, before this, it was just a sporadic thing. I would make what you would call YouTube poops back then. And that's how I learned how to edit videos. Yeah. Where's the thingy? Streamlabs, you are being very temperamental. But yeah, looks at Stormi. What's up with your teeth? They all hurt, and most of them are gone pretty much. Like, what's left is embedded in my gums, and you can't see them. So anytime I put pressure on them or I try to eat something, it's intense pain. Shadow, Jesus Christ, I cannot afford that. That's like more than my car. That's more than my suit for sure. $3,000. Woo! I cannot do that. Whew. Lag. No, don't lag. I'm sorry, Philip Foxbat. Are you Canadian? I don't know what you're on about. I am not from Canada. I'm from Mississippi. I don't have a persona. I lack the self-confidence to settle on anything. Fighter Slam. Best thing to do is just experiment. That's what I did when I was making Stormi. I just drew out several random designs. Like, the problem with my first designs of Stormi are that they looked way too much like Tails and basically like a generic anime character and a fox put together, and it was terrible. So I just kept working at it until I got a design I was somewhat happy with, and then I asked someone if they could help me come up with a ref sheet of Stormi. But yeah, that's always going to happen when you make a new persona for the most part. You're going to go through different design phases. Yeah, you really have to experiment and just let your imagination work. So are you the brother of Alabama? Pretty much. You could do furry expenses with Addy Boyo. I could. I'm going to make note of that because that does sound like a decent video idea, Spycraft. I can't say Spycraft plays. Okay. I tried to be a good boy squirrel, but I'm definitely not perfect. I've been trying to look for a job. Shane, it just depends on where you live. I know where I live, during the recession, it was horrible. I applied everywhere. I entered the workforce when the recession was at its peak, and it was terrible. I couldn't get a job anywhere. It took me years to get hired anywhere. And it was just the worst timing. Sounds better than the first time I drew Corey. Trust me, you don't want to see what I looked like in 2013. Corey, don't talk like that. Resolution tension says, I've seen many different people with different accent, different dialects, eh? I don't know if I sound Irish or Canadian or Irish and Canadian. I don't know. Okay. We got a donation that just came in from Dancing in the 80s. Donated. Wait a minute. Did it come in? I don't see. Oh, there it is. Tails, what are you doing? What is that? Somebody pledged to me on Patreon. Ow, I hit my snoot. I'll have to look at that in a second. Dancing in the 80s. Dancing in the 80s. It's a new way I like to be. Oh my God, Stormi, shut up. I'm sort of singing Running in the 90s. Oh, that was such a memey song. Hey, Stormi Wolf, any tips for new furry YouTubers? Have fun with it. Maybe figure out where your format is and what you're comfortable and best at. When I first started on furry YouTubing, I tried a lot of different ideas. I did rants. I did opinion pieces. I talked about why I like tails, all the little things I collect. I was eventually going to do a video on all my game consoles, but I decided not to do it. And I eventually just settled on doing informational topics that help people understand the furry fandom a little better. You really just have to experiment. You could also get onto the gaming side for YouTubing. It just really depends on what you want to do. Experiment, use your imagination to make sure you don't break the YouTube terms of service and get demonetized or worse. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. I would like to do a video eventually on how to get started on furry YouTubing. I just feel like I honestly don't have enough experience yet to do such a thing. But yeah, Dancing in the 80s, thank you so much for the $2 donation. I hope that helped out a little bit. Yeah, 95 minutes exactly. Awesome, King Chris. Okay, where is the thing? I can't see. There it is. I'm gonna check my inbox, my Patreon, because something happened and I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just touch typing and hoping I'm doing it right. It says someone pledged 5 or 50 on Patreon. I keep hitting my snoot on the thing. Everything's too small. Tim Bowden became a $50 patron. Tim, thank you so heckin' much for pledging me on my Patreon. If you're watching this, you are awesome, and I will get in contact with you as soon as possible. Do a California accent. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea how to do a California accent. I actually don't know anyone in person that's from California. Because I live on the opposite side of the country. Wait, don't tell me. You live in Central Time, Stormi? I sure do, Side Story Studios. Why does Treble want to go to Ireland? Because she's part Irish, I think. Hey, Stormi, want some squee? What's that? Copa says, hi, Stormi, I officially have enough money for a suit. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm good. Most likely going to get it commissioned by Don't Hug Cacti. Ooh, nice. I really like their Toonie style. They're one of the makers that are really good with 2D eyes, and 2D eyes are becoming something of a rarity when it comes to fursuits, and it's really nice to see that other makers are still doing 2D eyes. Because they do have a certain appeal, and there are pros and cons to 2D versus 3D eyes. Watch Fursuit Eyes. That's a video I made if you want to know more about 2D and 3D eyes. Wicked Panda, thank you so heckin' much for supporting me on Patreon. I'm sorry I said your real name. I didn't mean to. But yeah, I will be in contact with you shortly. Are you overheating yet? Nah, I set the air conditioning on to 68 degrees. Oh, I want to talk to y'all about that in a second. So, while it's cold everywhere else, it's like 70 degrees outside and humid, and that requires the air conditioning because if you don't use AC when it's that humid, the moisture starts to build up, and it can get really stuffy and muggy in here. And if it's really bad, you'll start to get mold in the walls. So it's kind of like a requirement. And if I don't use it, I could get in trouble. So, yeah. I can afford a $3,000 suit. I am jealous of you, Hunga Munga, but that's awesome. If I had that kind of budget just for a fursuit, I would go to More for Less, and I would commission them for a suit of Oranchi. My suit didn't cost anywhere near that number. I think my Splinter Fox suit, this suit with my digigrade legs, was about $1,750. Dr. Pepper is the best. I agree. So, Stormi, can we talk about Sonic stuff and other things on Twitter? If I can find time. I have limited social energy lately. I do need to go through my Twitter inbox either way because I've been out of town, so I haven't really gone through my messages yet. Meanwhile, in Florida, I live next to Florida. I have friends in Florida. The weather in Florida is basically the same as it is here, which is why when I go to Megaplex, it just feels like I'm fursuiting at home. It's really hot and humid. I could not get through school without my morning Dr. Pepper. Same Fighter Slam. I used to do that a lot. It wasn't good for my health, though, but, you know, I'm not perfect. Corey TRP says, I have my fan on all the time. If not, my bedroom gets stuffy and it gets hard for me to breathe. I'm the same way. I have to have a fan when I'm sleeping at night. It's just something about the white noise that really pleases me. And, of course, the airflow. And I have to have it cold when I sleep. Like 68 degrees. That's like my comfort zone when it comes to sleeping at night. It's insane how California can go from an average of 67 degrees, the summer average of 90. I would say 90 is actually about the average high in Mississippi during the summer. Honestly, it's not that bad as long as you have air conditioning. If you don't have air conditioning, you can end up in some serious trouble. And I'm not saying that as, it's so hot I'm going to die. No, you can literally die from not having aircon down here because it gets so hot. It would be like being in the Sahara Desert where it's really dry, but it's super, super hot in the triple digits. And triple digit dry heat is just about as bad as 90 degrees with 75% humidity because your body cannot cool itself off because it's either too hot because your sweat keeps evaporating, or it's too humid where your sweat can't evaporate at all. So it's just like you're swimming in soup. Speaking of fursuits, the makers I'm stuck between are Jesse Frost, Mischief Makers, and For the Win. Those are all three really good makers, Shadow. At that point, I just say it's just like a preference between those three. They both have their own unique style. I almost went to For the Win when I was commissioning Stormi. And I decided against it because their wait list was super long. And I wanted a fursuit before FWA that year. But they're all three really good makers. Grumpy Fox donated $5 and says, last donation, I swear. My teeth hurt too, and I want yours to feel better ASAP. I just posted a video about the NUC in chat. Okay, I'll look into it, Grumpy Fox, and somebody told me about it in Twitter too, actually. Grumpy Fox, thank you so heckin' much for the $5 donation. And I need to get my wisdom teeth out as well, but I'd say my priority with my teeth is to get my lower molars and all of my upper teeth yanked out and replaced. Yeah. Grumpy Fox, thank you so much for the $5 donation. In Mississippi, it's hot one day. Vaz says, in Mississippi, it's hot one day, cold the next, hot the next, then it snows. Okay, I live in the part of Mississippi where it never, ever snows. Snow is a myth. Coastal Mississippi does not get snow. So anytime it snows, in the rare event it snows, which is something like 7 to 10 years on average, once every 7 to 10 years, I lose my mind and I go outside and I play in it. Like last time it snowed, I actually went outside my fursuit and I was like, what is this? And Treble's like, it's snow. Snow sounds so different compared to rain. It sounds really relaxing. And yeah. But yeah, I'd say the summer average in Mississippi during the summer is 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It's just stupid humid. That's what makes it so miserable. If it's 90 degrees and dry, you could probably get by with a regular fan. But yeah. In 2019, we got lucky it snowed. It didn't snow here. Not that I remember anyway. Okay. Have you visited Long Beach before? Yes, I have. I'm in Southwest Mississippi, so we get that snow sometimes. Voss, Southwest Mississippi is like a totally different world. I've been there. It feels so different. It feels like a different planet. It's just so rural. It's so, for lack of better words, country. And I thought it was already kind of boring down here on the coast, but up there, totally different world. And I know some people like it that way, but for me, it's like too quiet. And there's so many dead spots up there where you get no cell service, and I kind of panic when I don't have internet. I live on the internet. Gets as hot as 120 degrees, Fluffy Boy says. I have friends that live in Arizona, and they can attest to that. It does get that hot. And I'd say it gets that hot, you need to be extra careful, not only for your health, but because I suspect the fur on your suit might start to melt when it gets that hot. Fighter Slim says, "Hey Stormy, got the questions for us, the audience. I feel like you deserve the chance to get some answers too." What happened? Oh dear. Why do y'all watch my streams so much, and why do y'all support me? Because I feel like I don't do enough for y'all. That's my question to y'all. We got a donation from... Okay, which came in first? Okay, Alan Adam and 8-Track donated almost at the same time. It shows Alan Adam donated first, so I guess we'll go to their donation first. Alan Adam donated $100. It says, "Oh, heckers, it only money. Used to help save kittens at $100 a month. Did you work at an animal shelter? Also, you're hecking insane. What is with you and these big donations, these ginormous donations you're sending me? But did you work at an animal shelter? Because I really respect that. It used to help save kittens at $100 a month. I can only assume that you got paid to save kittens. I think I'm very confused. But please explain if you don't mind. Also, thank you so heckin' much for the $100 donation. I have no idea how close we are to the goal at this point, but we've got to be close to 10 grand in terms of how much I've saved for my teeth. Yes, thank you so much for the $100 donation, Alan Adam. You are super sweet, and I can't think of other words because I'm tired. The A-Track donated $7.52 and says, "Howdy, do you have a bigger monitor or something for streams so you can read the chat easier during these streams?" I actually have 3 monitors I'm using. The one on my right is really old, so I use it for text because the colors are really messed up on it, and it's like 19 inches. My main screen is a 21-inch Asus, and it's pretty big. It's enough for what I'm doing. And one on my left is actually an HD TV. So for making things big enough to read, it's not really a problem because all I have to do is zoom in to the letters and all. The problem is that I just forget to do it because I'm very forgetful. So I don't think I need a bigger screen at this point. At least for now anyway. I lost the message. But yeah, the A-Check. I can read the messages just fine. I just have to make things bigger on the screen. Now I can read it. The A-Track, thank you so much for the $7.52 donation. Philip Foxpet, also, we don't have Chipotle here. I've never been to one. The nearest one is in Hecking, Alabama. But Lauren says, "Stormy, thanks so much. You inspired me to be a furry." You're welcome, Lauren. I'm glad that I was able to get you interested in the furry community. Stormy, did you get your teeth taken care of? Not yet, Arctic Claws. I have to go through various appointments first, because I have to go to an oral surgeon. It's not just a walk-in and get it done procedure. Plus, I have to raise the funds on the GoFundMe. My next step right now is go to the oral surgeon on Tuesday, and they're going to look at all my teeth and figure out what the dentist can't do. because there are several teeth the dentists do not want to touch because they're impacting my sinus cavities. So they would have to stitch them back up if they yank out those teeth, because if they don't, I die. At least I think that's what happens. Beta's in here? Hi, Beta. But yeah, that's what's going on with the teeth. So I go to that appointment, and the oral surgeon's going to tell me, okay, fam, this is how much everything's going to cost. Let me know what you want to do. And then I'm going to go by that number and see, okay, do I have close to enough to do this? Can I just, like, you know, beg for a loan at the bank if they'll approve me? Because last time I had a lot of trouble with that. Care Credit gave me a whopping $100 to work with, which won't even pull out one tooth. So I'm going to figure out what to do from there. The regular dentist told me it would be a little over 10 grand for what they could do personally. For the rest of my teeth, they have to be done by the oral surgeon. And we're talking about possibly doing everything at the oral surgeon all at once. Because if I do it there, I'll recover faster and be through this mess a lot quicker. But if it ends up being super expensive at the oral surgeon just for those few teeth, I may do some of my teeth at the dentist and the others at the oral surgeon. Which, if I have to do that, I have to do that. I just want to get it done and over with. But yeah, that's the general situation at the moment. Hi, Beta, if you're watching. Everybody's saying your name, so I assume you're in here. I don't see Beta. Beta, if you're in here, how you doing? You're super cute, and your script writing is amazing. I wish I had your skills. Fighter Slam says, as the son of a dentist, I've seen a lot of this stuff by going to dental offices, and I can only imagine. Fighter Slam, I would say, if you were like local, I'd be like, I'd ask to talk to your dental father, I guess you could say, and be like, help. Do you have any advice? Except I already went to a dentist for advice, but I like to get second opinions. Woo! What inspired me to be a furry? Lauren says. This is a really, really good question because I think I've been a furry for a lot longer than I previously realized. It's something I'm going to explain in a future video because I'm honestly not sure what inspired me to be a furry. I know it inspired me to get involved in the furry fandom, which was Majira Strawberry and Picari Roo on YouTube and fursuit dance videos. That's another thing. I thought those were super cool. We got a donation from Ruckus. Ruckus causing a ruckus with $5 in Super Chat. It says, just wanted to drop in and say good luck with your teeth. Ruckus, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate the good luck, and hopefully I will have good luck getting all this done and over with. I have been through Tennessee, and I'm kind of scared with all the things that are going on right now. It would get into sensitive territory if I talked about it. But yeah, I will say Mississippi's not much better. So, neither is Alabama. Got a donation from Puppercat. Donated $5 and says, chemo destroyed my teeth, so I know how you feel. I can't wait to see you at FWA and give you your cuddly gift. Okay, that's a very, very, very interesting, and I'm really, really sorry to hear about that happened to you. But the reason I say that's interesting is because I know someone else who had the same issue. Chemo also destroyed their teeth, and they had to basically do what I'm doing. And I feel less alone when I talk to more people about this who have similar problems with their teeth, having to get them all yanked out and all. I can't wait to see you at FWA and give you your cuddly gift. Yeah, I'm going to be at FWA. A shout out to Frey the Dutchie, who is in the living room talking to Trouble right now. They're hanging out. And yeah, he got me food at Raising Cane's. I eat fries. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, Puppercut, thank you so much for the $5 donation. When you get your teeth fixed, are you going to FurCon? You mean FurCon in California or just a furry convention in general? I am going to FWA, and with the way things are looking, my teeth might be fixed before my next convention, which would be insanely awesome because I'm trying to get over my fear of people like looking at my teeth and laughing because that's something I've put up with since childhood. And fursuiting really, really helped me overcome that. When I'm in suit, my confidence level is like shoo, and when I'm out of suit, it's like that. Because people can't see my teeth, they can't see my face, and I don't like my face or my teeth, especially my teeth. Okay. But if Beta is in here, y'all were talking about Beta earlier, and I'm like, I don't see Beta. If Beta's in here, hi, how you doing? Okay. Potato sacrifices, yes. I eat Arby's curly fries sometimes, but they're all certified sacrifices, and technically no one else is supposed to be eating fries except for me. But I'm just gonna turn a blind eye and pretend I didn't see anything. So, you know, resolution tension. You talk about Long Beach, California, possibly. FWA is Furry Week in Atlanta, Shadow. That's in Atlanta, Georgia. Lauren Simmons, of course, I'm always open to hugs. Just always ask first before you hug any suitor. Because sometimes they might be in a hurry to get to the Headless Lounge, or they may have some really important stuff to deal with. Ushuya80 donated $5 and says, good luck with your teeth and pronouncing my name. I tried. Thank you so much for the $5 donation, and I appreciate the thoughts. And yeah. I like your videos, Robert Chapman says. Thank you so much, Robert. Do you have any tips on making new original species? Luna Wolf says. I have some in the making. There's a lot I could say about that, but if I say tips, I want to start saying all the tips. Make sure you're not copying another original species that already exists. Of course, that's really, really important. Have all the rules for your original species clearly laid out. I guess that's 2 tips. There's a lot I want to say about original species. It's just I don't know how to word it. I don't know how to be verbal about it. I have to like write it down first. Just a random fox in a hat says, what did you think of the ending credit scene in the Sonic movie? I gasped and pretty much cried. Well, not cried. I wanted to, but it was just like, what just did that just happen? I was like this the entire time, and I could not believe what just happened. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, that was intense. Very intense movie moment. William Lemon, the Sonic movie was amazing and all things awesome. Thought I had to burp. Guess not. Atlanta, Georgia has the Coke Museum. They do. I haven't been to it. I'd like to go to it someday. Do you know what the Warrior Cats are? Lauren Simmons says, I kind of do. I know more about the animations than the actual series itself. Yeah, Corey, pretty much. Luna Wolf 145 says, okay, thank you so much. I'm smiling ear to ear right now. Aww. Spycraft Plays. Go see it when you can. You will not be disappointed. Yeah, Rexus says, dang, I wasn't expecting the stream to still be going. Well, I drank more Dr. Pepper, and unfortunately it has caffeine in it, and it makes me really bouncy. I can't wait for the Super Mario Brothers movie. Sultz, are you talking about the one that was released in 1993, or is there a new Super Mario movie coming out? I really hope they make a new Super Mario movie, because they deserve justice. Not that one that was made in the 90s was horrible. I like some of the special effects, but that's it. It's otherwise a disaster. There's a whole documentary on how bad that movie is. Even the actors hated it. It was a complete train wreck. Which do you prefer, being too hot or too cold? Too cold because there's only so many clothes you can take off before it becomes illegal. So how have you been, brother? Ruckus says, I'm a little tired out, and I'm really hoping my mechanic shows up tomorrow, but it's raining, so they may not be able to show up. And I got my dental appointment on Tuesday, and I may have to Uber to my dental appointment, which is a 45-minute drive, and I'm kind of scared that it's going to be an expensive trip. So, yeah, I'm a little nervous right now, just a smidge. Stormi is on the pepper. Yep. Benji, I'm doing pretty good. Just a little tired out. Probably going to go hang out with Frey in a little bit because he's in the living room. And he's one of my local furry friends. And he's usually out in the country because he's a truck driver. I don't get to see him that much. What would happen if Zootopia 2 came out? I think it's being worked on already, but I'm not sure. If it does come out, I'm going to scream. With excitement, of course. How was the Disney trip? It was so sweet of your friends to take you. It was amazing. It was a nice break from Mississippi. We were only there we only had 3 days at Disney, but we stayed at the hotel for 4 days. It was a nice break from work. My favorite ride still has to be Rock and Roller Coaster. That feeling when the coaster takes off is something. It's just euphoric. Same with the Tower of Terror when it goes up and down. When it goes down, you start to float, and it's such an intense feeling that I like it. And I don't know why. Anyone been to Laguna Beach? Not me. I like roller coasters, Josh. What if there was a Lion King 2? I think there is a Lion King 2. There's an animated Lion King 2. Yeah, kiddo, that's one of my favorite coasters. How long have I been streaming for? I can't say. 2 hours. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to go hang out with Frey before he has to go home. It's been really fun chatting and streaming with y'all. Shout out to everyone who stopped by to watch the stream and chatted with me and donated. Y'all are all awesome, and I love each and every single one of you. And there's going to be a new video out next week where I talk about why I like Tails so much. So I hope y'all enjoy what's coming, and then I'm going to go back to Furry Advice, where we talk about dangerous fursuit materials. Yeah, it is getting late. And I'll see y'all later. Yeah, y'all take care of yourselves, and you have a good weekend, okay? Bye! Do.